ICtomorrow, a technology strategy board programme, has launched the £125,000 Digital Innovation Contest Sport to encourage digital innovation in the sport industry. This contest is offering 5 businesses up to £30,000 each to develop commercial prototypes that meet the objectives that have been set in conjunction with our industry partners, Legacy 2014 Commonwealth Games, UK Sport, the Jockey Club with Channel 4 Racing, Loughborough University Sport Technology Institute and BT Sport. Applicants don't have to already be working in the sports industry or even have an existing product, service or technology. Whether you specialise in app development, games design, social media, data science or user experience, we are looking for great ideas to help solve these challenges, which we can then help you fast track from concept to commercialisation. Successful applicants will be expected to trial their prototypes with their respective challenge partners for a minimum of 3 months. With the support of our partners, ICtomorrow has identified 5 key challenges in the sport industry today. Horse racing is the second largest spectator sport in the UK. This challenge aims to champion British horse racing by helping both the casual viewers and visitors and the enthusiasts to understand what they are watching, learn about the sport and increase their enjoyment. A key requirement is to widen the demographic profile of fans and bring more young fans to the sport. This challenge does not in any way focus on gambling. Successful solutions might look to incorporate augmented reality, second screen experiences, telemetry, GPS and other data visualization tools.
So I guess you could categorise data in racing into probably three buckets. There's what we call pre-race day data, which is the kind of stuff that would ultimately result in a race card, so the runners and the riders. Then you've got your on the day data, which is maybe non-runners or jockey changes, kind of live updates. But you've also got the thing that everyone cares about, which is the results. And then you've got things that are probably slightly more innovative and new technologies coming in, such as the use of GPS data for speed sensing. And that's something that isn't available at every single race in Britain. There's very, very top events. We've got a flat racing series in Britain called British Champion Series. A lot of the races there have the GPS chips in saddlecloths of the horses.
Personally, I have 2 objectives when it comes to horse racing. I want to deepen the engagement with the existing fan, through the broadcast experience. And the second objective for me is really looking at the wider audience and broadening out to sports fans who perhaps aren't watching horse racing at the moment. Is there a way we can simplify that and demystify it for them? And how can we bring the people who are eventers, shall we say, the people who would watch the Grand National, watch the Epsom Derby, but won't watch racing on an average Saturday at Newmarket or the racing that happens for the rest of the year, how can we entice them from the large events through to watching the day-by-day racing? It's not really about the software, it's not really about the tech that we might have involved. It's really about, I think, concentrating on 3 key areas for me. The first is data. The technology around smartphones allows us to now kind of take that technology and put it into the user's hands, so that's an interesting area to look at. Allowing the metrification of horse racing to take it to that level where you can kind of start looking at the numbers and the stats and helping you to define what you think is a good or a bad race or what is a good or a bad horse. The second area I think is video. Video is at the heart of our offering. We're the broadcaster of this sport. What can we do with that to enhance that? I think the third thing is social, so I'd be keen to look at what we could do with the social sphere around the sport and how we then perhaps link that into the broadcast, how we then reach out to the audience and bring that into the broadcast, how we then allow the broadcast to feature the social.
New technology such as large screens and mobile apps are changing the way fans watch and interact with sporting events. This challenge aims to enhance the experience of spectators attending Glasgow's Commonwealth Games in 2014, using the power of the crowd and to examine what converging technologies can bring for the next generation of large-scale sporting events. Successful solutions might explore capturing demography insights through social media generated around the Games for the organisational committee, or help spectators to better understand the various sports and their components, or perhaps find new ways for attendees to engage with the wider experience of vendors and brands participating in and around the Games, or even consider encouraging competitive behaviour among the audience using games.
We're really keen to look at innovative ideas that will help us to address some of the unique challenges brought about by the Games. The ICtomorrow competition is a way for us to start having that conversation with the tech community to hopefully try and generate some ideas for the Games or for future events of this scale. The core digital solutions for Games time will be delivered through existing contracts, so it's about generating cost-effective and clever solutions that could realistically be delivered in a relatively short time frame. We're really looking for enhancements for anyone engaging with the Games rather than any of the core digital solutions. The digital media team at the organising committee manages a number of content channels and databases. Much of this we won't be able to share for the purpose of the competition, but solutions that present this data in a unique or engaging way should certainly be considered. There's also lots of publicly available data too. There may be opportunities to use big screens at events, but the work is still ongoing at the moment, so there's no guarantee. Solutions don't have to be about big screens. Millions will watch on TV, they'll pick up news updates online and results on their phones. There'll be millions of interactions, comments and content across social media networks from people either at the events or from across the Commonwealth.
Many sports generate large TV audiences, but the interaction still remains largely a passive one. This challenge is looking for solutions that enhance the viewer experience of sporting events and activities by taking in aspects of the sport and engaging the viewer in new and innovative ways. This challenge therefore seeks innovative approaches to enriching the viewer experience through a combination of real-time data, social interactions and relative contextual metadata. Successful solutions might consider second screen apps, capturing audience insights through interesting in-play moments, on innovative uses of social media to improve that connection between the audience and the broadcasters.
BT Sport's delighted to be taking part in this challenge. We're just setting out in the sports broadcasting market, but we also want to make an impact in digital as well. And that's why we believe that by encouraging developers to come up with their ideas for a range of things, but perhaps we're most interested in second screen apps. Well, BT Sports already has a comprehensive set of sporting rights. One of the most significant ones that will come in 2014 is MotoGP. And then, of course, just recently we've been announced as the winner of FA Cup rights along with the BBC for 4 years starting from 2014.
Personal design in sportswear and equipment is set to be a huge growth area in the consumer goods market. This challenge seeks the digital technologies that help amateur sport enthusiasts better visualise and understand the mechanics of their own individual performances, which may then pave the way for the future production of personalised sporting goods equipment tailored to that individual. Successful solutions might address capturing motions, pressures and forces using built-in smart device technology such as accelerometers and GPS or even other sensors to drive athletic performance data and see how this data from portable devices can then help to tailor clothing equipment for athletes and the mass market.
So Loughborough University has a worldwide reputation for sport and a really great reputation in engineering and technology. So to bring those two things together, as we do at the Sports Technology Institute, makes it natural for us to look for technologies that can be applied to benefit sport.
The challenge is addressing the need within the sports equipment industry to develop more bespoke, more personalised sporting products for athletes and coaches. So by looking at the needs of the athlete, either through technology or through the eyes of the coach, and being able to develop something that better suits the individual needs of the athlete, basically that allows them to increase their performance and sporting brands to sell more of their product.
This challenge is to create tools to improve the communication between the various individuals who make up a professional athlete's health and fitness team and give them a platform to capture and share the data with others within that personal network. Successful solutions could consider one or more of the following: perhaps communication tools that connect the various members of an athlete's training team, that record, visualise and share coaching data, or use tools or methods that encourage the adherence to putting in that performance data into the platform.
Number 1. Always submit your entry in good time. there is a strict deadline and technical problems can occur. Number 2, use the 2-minute video to really explain your idea. It doesn't have to be high production quality, and we advise you not to repeat the same content in the video and your written submission. Number 3, you may apply for up to 2 challenges, but the same solution will not be considered across multiple challenges. Where multiple applications with the same proposal name are received from the same source, only the latest one will be considered. Our team are always happy to help, so please do drop us a line anytime via support@ICtomorrow.co.uk. We hope you're as excited about the challenges as we are, and wishing you the very best of luck.